Turkish Airlines is pushing back its return to Israel until at least March 25. Turkey expert Dr. Eytan Cohen Yanarocak is here in the studio. Good evening.
Good evening.
For coming. Why are they doing this? This is another sign of cooling relations between Israel and Turkey?
Unfortunately, this is a political decision. Look, now this is the holiday season. Traditionally, the Israeli tourists, should flood Turkey in this season. But what we are seeing is the Turkish administration. I think that this is by the way, a political decision. This is, on paper, the Turkish Airlines is a company, but it's a state-funded company. So I don't think that they can take such a decision without getting the, instructions from Ankara. And this is very unfortunate because at the end of the day, until today, we always said, in the relations, business is business, politics is politics. But when the people of Israel and Turkey will not visit each other, so it will indeed be a blow for the people-to-people relations. And, in a very ironic way, who is the big winner of this decision? Greece. Nowadays, since the Israeli businessmen who are conducting business with Turkey cannot, they do not prefer to visit Turkey. And the Turkish businessmen who do not want to visit Israel, they are meeting where? In Athens. Mm-hmm. And of course, the Aegean Airlines, they are also making necessary, infrastructural infrastructural preparations so that they are filling the vacuum of Turkish Airlines.
Yeah, not only Israelis visiting Turkey. Many Israelis used it's a huge hub, of course, and they used it for connections to even the United States and elsewhere.
Yeah. And now
it's a lot
the
of business.
Emiratis are filling this vacuum.
Right. Turkey is losing a lot of money.
Indeed, we are not talking about a rational decision. This is not a rational decision. This decision is cutting the natural bridge between the two countries. And believe me that the Tel Aviv station was the most profitable station of Turkish Airlines outside Turkey. Turkey. It doesn't mean necessarily that all of the Israeli tourists are going to Turkey, but as you mentioned, they were using it as a transit destination. So it was very, very important. And besides that, if I'm not mistaken, Turkish Airlines alone, in a day, they were launching here like 7 or 8 flights. So it was like a bus,
right?
Going to the city center. Right. So it was very frequent, but this is very unfortunate.
Very interesting.
And I really hope that they will change their mind and they will relaunch this line because it's a win-win situation. Also, this is a win for the Turkish tourism, and more important than that, it will mend the fences between the countries because when people will see each other, they will understand that we are not their enemies and of course, they are not our enemy as well. So we need this human contact, people-to-people
Until
contact.
that happens, another IHH flotilla is being organized to get to Gaza within 2 weeks or so. Mm-hmm. What's going to happen?
Okay. Of course, unfortunately, I cannot foresee the future. But what I can tell you that approximately 2 or 3 months ago, I also heard about more or less the same kind of news. But at the end, they were stopped. And I want to believe, and I'm highlighting this sentence, I want to believe that the Turkish government will intervene and will not let them to sail to Gaza because, it will be very problematic. Once again, we already know the consequences of the first flotilla, and we also know that their main concern is not the humanitarian aid. The Turkish government is already doing its best to provide humanitarian aid to Gaza. If I'm not mistaken, they are in the standing of the countries. Turkey is located at the first place. They are sending their humanitarian aid to Egypt, and from Egypt, all of the humanitarian aid is entering into the Gaza Strip. So if the main concern is the humanitarian aid, the Turkish government does it. Okay, so we do not need IHH or any other this kind of a pirate organization to exploit everything and make the political situation worse in this case. And I also want to believe that in the coming weeks, Mr. Erdogan will depart to the United States. And again, I want to believe that before his departure to the United States and even after his arrival back to Turkey, I assume that Turkey would not like to have a problem also with the US administration because of this Gaza flotilla. And I assume that they will receive necessary warnings also during the Washington, D.C. visit.
Good point to follow.
Yeah, so let us be optimists. Let us be optimists. And with this opportunity, and of course, we are also opening the gates of the Gaza Strip if there is a sincere humanitarian aid offer. We are doing our best because it is, at the end of the day, providing us the necessary maneuverability in Gaza.
Right. Dr. Yanarocak, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.